today will comprise of three sections. On Dubai and how destination for tourism and commerce, then on video, and then finally to dmcc. Now, what all of you have in common when coming to Dubai is connectivity. From across destinations and across timelines, Dubai is, I think, the most connected destination globally, with Emirates flying to over 300 destinations, easy reach from the west as well as to the east, and an exposure to over 1 billion in terms of population from CIS to the subcontinent, makes Dubai one of the leading destinations of choice for trade and commerce. Over the ages, it has always been used as a port. In the Middle Ages, as a silk route between the east and the west. In the 70s, to trade gold, and early 90s with the vision of His Highness to establish Dubai as a leading place where commercial establishments can set up their regional head offices. That's where the concept of a free zone came into being, and that's how you've already visited Jabal Ali Free Zone, one of the first free zones in the Middle East, and then the DMCC. So the whole concept was structured around easy accessibility, the vision of the rulers to provide a very friendly environment for investment, to live and work where you can have international exposure while still having the sanctity of law preserved. That's what Dubai is, and it means something to each and every one of us in a different way. To others, to some it's a destination of choice for tourism. To others, it is a place where they call home. For me, myself, I believe Dubai is home for over 80% of expatriates who make up this bludgeoning city, which is unique in proposition to each and every one of us. The concept of a free zone is a zone that is structured away from the actual mainland, wherein expatriates can own. Expatriates means any individual that is not local can own businesses. Otherwise, if you go onto the mainland, let's say you were anywhere on Sheikh Zayed Road, you need a local partner which would have 51% of your business and 49%. This is called an LLC structure to trade with the mainland. His Highness had the vision of establishing free zones wherein international companies, international individuals would come in, set up their own business, and then trade globally outside the UAE with other GCC countries, with the Pan-Arab countries, and then further on towards the east and the west. That's a concept of a free zone in a nutshell. During the course of the presentation, please feel free to cut me in any time to ask questions if you want, and because I would want it to be as interactive as possible. The DMCC in itself was established way back in 2002. The concept was from His Highness that we wanted to create a commodities trading hub within Dubai, the likes of Singapore and Hong Kong. 10 years ago, the Jumeirah Lake Towers that you see, 200 hectares, was a sandbank. We were given the sandbank and said, right, go ahead, make Dubai into one of the leading trading hubs in the Middle East. That's where the vision of the Jumeirah Lake Towers Free Zone came into being. We started off with looking at what attracts companies to Dubai. Right from the start, gold and diamonds is what Dubai was built on. So we concentrated on the diamond and gold industry and looked at what value addition we could do to attract international businesses to come into Dubai. Just to give you a snapshot, 10 years back, diamond trade from Dubai was about 5 million USD per year. Today it stands at 34 billion. So this, in a span of 10 years, is what we've achieved for the diamond industry. Likewise, for gold trading, gold was predominantly in a very unregulated market. We got in structure, we provided OECD guidelines which are used the world over by the UN to give structure and regulation to the gold trading. In terms of services that we provide for diamonds, it is the entire value chain, right from the mines to the assayers, to a diamond boiling unit, to jewelry manufacturing, to the actual end user. So we've actually completed an entire 360 degrees of closing all the value proposition that any diamond player would want sitting in his office in the Jumeirah Lake Towers. This is what we've tried to replicate in each and every commodity that we try to look at. So gold, we have gold wars, we have gold assayers, we have 3 gold refineries operating from the zone in itself. Al Ghurair Gold Refinery, Emirates Gold Refinery, Kaloji Gold Refinery. All of these gold refineries produce gold that are to the standard of the Dubai Good Delivery. 99.99% purity along the lines of the LME. So these are deliverable in exchange traded, like our DGCX. Then we looked at tea trading. Dubai has been very...
Before you go to the tea, what's the quantity for gold?
Gold, I don't have the figures for gold, but as on date it was about 500 tons of gold that go through our gold vaults or are stored in our gold vaults. But if you want exact figures, I can provide them to you. I don't have them at the moment.
I remember we are the number 3rd in the world for importing gold.
We are, but the exact figures, if you want, I can give it to you. I don't have it off the cuff. Tea trading. We have a 20,000 square meter tea trading facility located inside Jebel Ali. Now over here a company can do tea blending, tea repackaging, tea bag manufacturing, own tea grading and tea drying and repackaging. So you've got the entire value chain for tea provided in this 20,000 square meter location with storage as well. So the likes of Lipton, Kenyan tea organizations, governmental entities, all of them have offices over there and are actually trading tea out of Dubai. So Dubai has become one of the leading hubs after African countries for tea. So you've got Sri Lankan tea, you've got Kenyan tea, all coming here, Iranian tea being blended, repackaged and exported out again. Soft commodities. Now when tea started coming in, we had the likes of Louis Dreyfus come to us and say, right, what do you have to offer us that will attract us to come over here and set up an office? That's when we looked at providing what is called trade finance. So these are add-on services that the free zone provides to all our members to make it more attractive for them to come to a free zone. Otherwise, you've got over 30 free zones in Dubai, each offering similar propositions of 0% tax, 100% business ownership. But what value addition can we do to encourage commodity players, to encourage non-commodity players to come in is these offerings that the dmcc provides. Trade finance being one of them. Trade finance in any other terms is a very simple instrument. Let's say you have 100 pencils, you deposit it into a bank or into an authorized warehouse, you get a receipt. Now this receipt can be interchanged among traders through our platform, or you can go back to a bank and say, okay, these 100 receipts are valued at $90, I want a lien on it for $80. The bank gives you a lien and then you can reinvest this money into your business. So we found a way to convert a locked asset into a capital that you can invest back into the company. It works exactly like a car loan. So the car belongs to you, but it is with the bank. You keep paying it off. Once it's paid off, it becomes yours. That's the same concept on trade finance. And trade finance can be used across board from anything that can be valued. So let us say bottles to computers to diamonds to tea to steel, anything you say. That's where trade finance came into the picture.
Which are the major players in trade finance here on the ground?
Over here, the major players would be each trade finance activity